Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Hello, Kevin. This is Anne. How are you?
Hi, Ann. How are you?
Hi. I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Are you married or
Um,
divorced? Are you married or unmarried?
I'm married.
Okay. What you got for me on the topic?
And okay, so I know it's about about Black women and this idea about, will Black women die alone or whatever the statistic is. I was just thinking because I'm from the Northeast, I'm from Boston. I've lived in California, now I'm in South Carolina. And what people gauge as attractive and successful shifts, you know, or whatever they're looking for shifts and values. Like here, I see a lot of married couples.
Okay, you may say, okay,
Rich,
okay. So
yeah.
what's your ultimate
Mhm.
point? Because what you may see anecdotally does not change the landscape as a whole.
Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I mean, I'm not studied like you are and stuff like that. I'm not a social psychologist or anything like that. I guess the idea in my head is, in Boston, I might not see that much, but now I'm in South Carolina, I see it
What's the
often.
idea in your head? I don't get it.
Well, I mean, is it really that it's impossible, or do you have to go where people like you are valued? Like let's say for a woman or whatever. I mean, and let's just be honest. Like,
Okay. So slow down.
uh-huh. I'm a little nervous, okay?
I don't know. I still got to run a show. Um,
Okay.
no, the numbers matter. And you say
Hmm.
go where who's valued, the men or the women?
Either
No,
one.
no, no,
Either
no,
one.
no,
If
no,
you're
no, no, no,
uh,
no. That's wrong.
uh-huh. It's wrong.
Yes, let me tell you why it's wrong. Women control access to sex. Men control access to relationship. There's in a relation where it comes down to relationships, men are the ones that are valued as the catch. See, too
Okay.
many women have this thing backwards, thinking just because you're the prize, just because you're attractive, it doesn't matter if you're in Anchorage. You have to go to where the kind of men you want live and then be competitive amongst the people there. Are women today, Black women today, competitive for the kind of men they want?
I understand what you mean when you say competitive.
Well,
I completely understand.
and therein lies the rub. See, this is blood sport. All is fair in love and war, and too many sisters are approaching this like they got all the time in the world, like all the cards on their side, and all they got to do is walk outside, and then they got men after men after men just pick them off the tree. That's not how it is. There's a reason 1 in 4 Black women will marry in their lifetime. That means if I had you in a room with 4 Black women, 3 Black women and you, that means the other 3 will likely never marry in their lifetime.
Can I just mention something? Just speaking from personal experience, I was given a lot of misinformation as I was growing up.
Okay.
I don't know where my parents got it from, but the whole thing about going to school and
It's our culture.
and all this stuff and talk proper and perfect and this that kind of thing. And it's just like they never tell you like, okay, yes, you should,
Who's they?
have bring
Who?
my parents.
Okay, your
Like
mom and
or
dad
just
married?
or people
Wait, hold on,
or my
hold on,
culture.
hold on, hold on.
Yes.
Slow
Mhm.
down. Breathe. Well, your mother and
I
father
drink a lot
married.
of espresso.
Well, I
Yes.
don't. Okay, but that calm the hell down. Well, your mother and father married. Yes. Okay. In the Black community, are relationships pushed as being valuable? That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
No, they are
Oh,
not. No, they are not.
no. Can I
No, they
say
are
something?
not. No, no,
Can I
ma'am. No,
explain?
no, ma'am. No, no, no. You live in the same world as I do. And we have the strong, independent, I don't need no man thing in the Black community. We have songs about it. I don't care about your anecdotal experience. In the culture, it is not pushed. And you cannot say that and be honest.
Can
No,
Sir,
you can either,
please
okay,
no. Can I
you
just
cannot
explain?
overtalk me,
Literally,
ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna knock your espresso ass back to the waiting room. Understand something? We can have a conversation, but you cannot be disingenuous.
I am being, I wanted to specify
I said
where
in the
my mom's from in
culture.
Beaufort, South
I said in the
Carolina. That's
culture.
Black culture.
I guess this broad don't get it. I'll show you better than I can tell you.
Maybe not.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm in here. Can you hear me?
Hello?
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 Yes.
Just a second. Let me go ahead and see if I can help get this woman who's tweaking on caffeine out of here. Look, it doesn't work when you try to overtalk me and I got to do a show for 3,000 people. Relationships are not pushed in Black America. Neither is marriage or family. It's not that's not our culture. And you were going to try to say what to that?
Is that can I speak
Yes.
now or?
Yes.
Okay. What I was going to say was that my parents are from Beaufort, South Carolina. I never knew an unmarried couple. I didn't grow up seeing that. And then I was going to say,
Let me stop you right
originally
there.
from Boston.
Let me stop you right there. That's fine. That's anecdotal. You still understand the Black culture. Is it pushed in our popular movies, media?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Where? Name me five popular. Okay. Tell me where Black marriage is pushed to the Black community. Go ahead. Tell me some places.
Are you talking about cities or are you talking about movies?
No, ma'am. I'm talking about whatever you're talking about. I said, is it pushed in Black media and Black movies and Black culture? You said yes. Tell me where.
In South Carolina.
And I said, ma'am.
And
No, ma'am. I was
moved back
specific.
home.
I said media.
Oh, okay.
Movies and culture.
The Best Man.
The Best Man. That's one movie.
Love Jones.
That's not a marriage.
They got married eventually,
No,
didn't they?
they did not. That's not a marriage.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I can't really think of too many movies.
No, let me stop you right there. You know why you can't think of them? Because they're not there. So when you say they are pushed and you cannot do it, see, you can go ahead and want to believe that, but see, facts are stubborn things. They are. If you go back in the chat room after this show is over and look at what people are saying to what you're saying, it defies belief that a Black woman can honestly say that Black relationships, positive Black relationships, let alone marriage, is pushed in the Black culture in the United States. When we got we got songs from Fantasia talk about baby mama. We got songs from Brandy, the singer Brandy, 40 plus years old, talk about baby mama. Beyonce, all the single ladies, independent. I mean, come on, man. It is all throughout our culture. We don't have a culture of relationship. When you think of Black family in this, when the average person thinks about Black family in this country, what does it look like?
Can I say something?
When the average person thinks of Black family in this country, what does it look like?
Okay. Can I don't know what the average person thinks of.
When you see it advertised, in popular media, when you see it advertised on commercials, do you see strong Black male fathers?
More now than before, but the media didn't raise me.
I don't care if the media raised you. It is our culture. Okay, I'm done with you. I'm not going to argue with you. Go back to your fucking husband. I don't care. Bye. Fuck's wrong with you? That woman if you think that woman is married, woo! I'm not going to sit there and argue with some crazy. And that's one of those women see, women like that are the kind of woman that's married and she goes around and tries to be the smartest married person around all her single friends. And she uses her marriage as a weapon to bludgeon single women. Hello.
Oh, hi. Good morning, Kelvin.
Okay. Hi. How are you? You speak up.
Very well. Very well, thank you.
How do
Hi,
you pronounce your first? How do you pronounce your first name?
Valentinos.
Okay. What do you have on the subject for me? Get together or die alone. What you gonna do?
Oh, well, I just joined your the live chat now.
Okay.
Yeah, just wanted to appreciate what you're doing, and I recently just came across your channel, and I've been watching your previous videos, and
Oh,
see, I've really learned a lot.
well, what I got to know is what you got on the subject, because I got to have you on the subject now. I got people calling in.
Okay.
Are you?
Well,
Did you
I just
call in to
wanted to
talk
ask
about the
a,
topic?
no, wanted to ask a question.
Okay. If it's not on the topic, I can't handle it.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
that's the purpose of a call-in show. Um, well, go ahead. What's your question, real quick? Maybe if it's not too far off, but if it's, go ahead. What is your question?
okay.
Make it quick though.
Okay. Yeah. For okay. Hold on.
Spit it out.
Okay. Honestly, I was raised to be a wife, and I am submissive, right? But the thing is, I find it difficult getting into a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the question?
So
You were raised to be a wife, but
yes, I want to be submissive to a man, but the thing is,
how old are you?
I hardly
How old
ever
are you?
meet
How old are
people.
you?
I'm 29.
Where do you live?
I live in Nigeria.
Where?
Nigeria.
Well, um, I really can't help you. I'm over here in the States. I don't handle, I handle state problems. If you're raised to be a wife, I mean, are your parents involved in this? Or are you just picking a man on
Okay.
your own?
I lost my dad when I was 8. So
Okay. Where's your mom? Where are the other men in your family?
my mom lives in another state, so while I live in the capital city, all by myself with my auntie.
Well, nothing I can really help you with. I wish I don't want to tell you the wrong, but you're in a different country, different culture, different situation. Not something I can handle though. But continue to watch the show. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, this is not just a grab bag, people. It's not just a you decide you want to just, hey, let me ask you about the Riemann hypothesis. No, I got a subject. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate them calling in, but I see I'm not going to speak out of my lane or speak outside of something I'm talking about. You're talking about a completely different country, a completely different culture. And at 29, you should have people there around you, a family or somebody who's better equipped than a stranger to you on the internet. So there we go. And the ladies keep calling in. They call in, they bounce out. So here's the net of it. 3 out of 4 black women will never marry in this country. That means you are going to die alone if you don't do something about it. What's your plan? I said something the other day to a woman that a female's purpose on the planet is a male. Your purpose here is to multiply. A man goes out and makes he brings home the food, you multiply it and you make a meal. Man gives you a seed, you multiply and you make a family. You're an incubator and a multiplier. That's your purpose. If you're not going to have a man or children, what's your purpose? What is it going to look like? And see, far too many women have decided I'm going to work, I'm going to have business. Okay, but what does that life look like? And are you doing that just because you don't know how, you haven't learned how, you lack the skills to actually end up dealing with a relationship. You didn't get a chance to practice growing up. No, I don't think a lot of them want to be alone. I just don't think a lot of them really thought about it. Micah, you got to join. And if the large majority of you are never going to marry, that's the stat. Why are you all right with that? See, if the stat is 3 out of 4 black women won't marry, the way a man's mind works, a man will be like, damn, that I'm gonna be one of the ones that does. I'm gonna find me one and I'm gonna keep it. That's why it blows my mind when you have these women who have gotten married or are in long-term relationships and you're throwing your men away. You are married or you're in long-term relationships and you're throwing your men away. Makes no sense. Hello?
Gentlemen, this Kevin Samuels conversation gets heated because she's trying to make a much bigger argument about black relationships, and Kevin refuses to let the conversation stay one-sided. She's married, yet she's arguing that black women are uniquely undervalued and that the culture of independence has been pushed onto them. Now, Kevin doesn't deny that black women can experience real challenges, but he starts asking a question that completely changes the conversation. Where are black men in this discussion? Because if we're going to talk about strengthening black relationships, you can't talk about one side of the relationship while pretending the other side doesn't exist. That's the contradiction Kevin is exposing. You can't simultaneously promote independence as the ultimate goal and then act surprised when some people become less focused on partnership. If we're talking about the promotion of relationships in the black community, then we need to ask whether we're promoting black men and black women building healthy families together, rather than constantly framing the conversation as men versus women. Because you cannot build a strong relationship culture while treating the opposite sex like the enemy. And that's why Kevin keeps pushing her to answer the question, what message are black men receiving? Because if you're concerned about black women being valued, you also need to understand what is happening to black men. The reality is that relationship promotion can feel one-sided when the conversation focuses heavily on empowering individuals, but doesn't equally emphasize partnership, commitment, family, and mutual responsibility. That's the uncomfortable part of Kevin's argument. You don't strengthen relationships by teaching people how to live completely independent of one another. You strengthen them by teaching people how to become strong individuals who can also build something together. So, gentlemen, here's the question. Has modern culture done enough to encourage black men and black women to build together, or has the conversation become too focused on individual independence? Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.